take a look at Miami, holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference. And, of course, Atlanta, quite a bit of space between these two.
Well, I think for Miami, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Norman Powell out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Mitchell in at the point. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Alexander Walker and Risache fill out the perimeter. And it's Daniels in at the point guard position.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night.
Now here's Risache. Last game, 26 points for him. Here's Daniels, plenty of space. Adebayo grabs the board. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Miami. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
To the inside, here's Wiggins. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Well, look, when Risache gets downhill, he does a great job of beating defenders to the spot.
It's his first trip to the line.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
No good on the second free throw. And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the 3rd longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
Hero, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Daniels. Nails the baby hook.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Now here's Hero, covered by Alexander Walker. Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Hero. An easy 2 on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Okongwu. 11 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
No, B.A., it's actually Idris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
Jaquez is checked in for Mitchell. Now here's Daniels. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Hero with it. Now Okongwu defending. And they double up Adebayo. The kick out to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Wiggins got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Risache. And here's Alexander Walker. Counted from distance. Give him 8.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And there's a pick. On the wing, Risache. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Down low. And that one's good.
Yeah, great look for Risache. Close in, gets it done.
Heat trail by 3. Powell surveying the D. And he's off from 17.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Okongwu. Johnson against Adebayo. Back to Okongwu. It's stolen by Jaquez. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Well, that's what Powell's out there to do. Pressure the defense and force mistakes.
Atlanta making some changes. Kuminga comes in for Risache. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. Ware's checked in for Miami. Pass to Kuminga. Back to McCollum. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum. A long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
Larson's checked in from... Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? The Hawks leading. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 25-point game against Philadelphia.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Khalil Ware.
Well, the defense has to know Okongwu isn't going to back off them. He's ready to get physical inside.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
And Atlanta has possession. The Heat making their last shot. And here's McCollum. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Jaquez, that's good.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Kispert comes in for Johnson. And it's Buddy Hield in for Alexander Walker. And Miami with a change here, too. Jovic, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
It's McCollum with a drive. And down it goes. 2 points. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Yeah, McCollum is so good at putting his head down and getting where he wants to go.
There's a screen. Here's Jovic. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And
the previous play is under review.
Buzzer.
And they're going to take another look at the replay to make sure. But to me, it looked like he got it off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real...
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Hawks ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
They've got C.J. McCollum. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Kispert. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Heel in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Pass to Jaquez. To the wing on the left. Landale with it. Picked up by Ware. Kispert, the pass to McCollum. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 12 points for C.J. McCollum. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Pass to Landale, inside. And C.J. McCollum again. 14 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill it out.
Here's Jakichonis. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Atlanta making some changes. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Kuminga. Risache comes in for Kispert. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Heel. And Miami with a change here too. Mitchell's checked in. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Guys, back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Over to the left wing. Ware in the high post. McCollum against Adebayo. The 3 from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Landale.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum, the pass to Landale. The rebound by Ware. For Miami, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. So they take the lead. Jaquez has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, he's such a competitive guy. Jaquez Jr. just willing that ball in.
Back to McCollum. Six on the shot clock. 19-footer. And it's Miami with a rebound. Outside Adebayo. Bam, going to work inside.
When Bam gets it around the hoop, he knows what to do.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Wiggins is checked in. To the middle. Here's Jaquez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
McCollum, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. And Atlanta misses again.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's where. Good D by Okongwu.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
McCollum against Mitchell. McCollum, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Miami leading by 4. Here's Larson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Daniels checked in for C.J. McCollum. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Ware. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jaquez. Outside Rizachet. Outside Johnson, picked up by Okongwu. Daniels outside. Pass to Rizachet. Connects from downtown. Rizachet's got 6.
And you see how dangerous Rizachet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Here's Larson into the lane, and he banks in the layup. Larson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Okongwu. The shot off that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Powell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
Yeah, guys, I watched the film of that one, and they had great activity defensively. They need that again tonight.
Hero, he's checked in for Miami.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, he's more than just a shooter. Hero can run offense, a solid ball-handling option.
And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Adebayo sets a screen. Floats one. And Powell with the lay-in. Powell's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, Powell can score just about any way he needs to. Contact does not bother him.
On the wing, Daniels. Checked by Mitchell. Johnson passes to Okongwu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Okongwu's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, in that 2-player action, I really like Okongwu as the pick man. He moves really well.
Adebayo, no good. Hawks trail by 5. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Right side Johnson. From deep. Powell pulls it in. Stolen by Daniels. With 1 on the clock. And he hits the jumper. 6 points for Dyson Daniels.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Heat. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back with you shortly.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We're around the halfway point, and these guys aren't slowing down a bit. We'll see who turns on the Jets and pulls away in the race.
Which rookies hit that wall along the way? Bam!
Thanks, as always.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Davion Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. Hero, no good. Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. And he hits it to tie the game. Alexander Walker's got 14 points.
Nice pass by Rizachet. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
And for Miami, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. No good off the glass. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Johnson. Picked up by Okongwu. Clock at 6. Johnson with it. Now Wiggins defending. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Okongwu. To the inside. Here's Johnson. And that one's good. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Here's Okongwu. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. Bears checked in for Adebayo. And both free throws good for Okongwu. Miami trailing. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Well, when you put Hero in the pick and roll action, you apply pressure on the defense. Tyler is so tough to stop.
Okongwu inside. Working on Ware. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Okay, wow. Okongwu, unreal.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Hero, the pass to Mitchell. Where the screen. Here's Hero. Oh, a special move before that shot. Hero's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Back to Daniels. Outside Johnson. To the middle. The Hawks need to get one up here. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Where the screen. Here's Hero. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Hawks have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Daniels misses. And for the Heat, they're shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Sunday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
They're headed into a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, which could be just what they needed. I mean, some winnable games against teams they know they have the talent advantage over should get them back on track.
Miami making a switch here. Larson's checked in. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Nails it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 17.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, PA. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And we'll go to the line. And Atlanta making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Jovic, he's checked in for Wiggins. Daniels against Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Back to Kuminga, just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. That three's off the mark. Heat trail by 4. Where the screen. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, even at this stage in his career, Powell explodes off the floor. Big verdict.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Okongwu. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And that's the right play by Okongwu. Staying committed inside and answering the defender's physicality.
Here's Larson. Pass to Ware. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Larson, covered by Daniels. Ware the screen from 15 feet away. Powell, it's good. Powell's got 6 here in the quarter.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Outside Rizachet. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Yeah, great to see Okongwu not only finding chances to score, but looking for more. Not being satisfied with what he's done already.
Powell with it. Kuminga defends. Here's Jovic, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu, a screen on Powell. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Inside, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Rizachet. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Larson with the bucket.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Rizachet. Hield comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's McCollum in for Daniels. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Jovic. Jaquez comes in for Larson. And Yakichonis subbed in for Mitchell.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the...
And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out or 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got to communicate. I don't know, but it's got to be a real sense of urgency.
Coach Spoelstra begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to kick it up a notch.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Buddy Hield. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Landale in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
Where the screen. Here's Jovic. Powell outside. Back to Ware. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Hield, a screen on Mitchell. A shot from the mid-range. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 19 points.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
Jaquez, the pass to Jovic. Back to Jaquez. Down low. It's stolen by Kuminga. There's McCollum with the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Johnson with a double team. Powell passes to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Miami also changing it up. Bam Adebayo comes in for Ware. And it's Hero in for Norman Powell. For 3, McCollum. Rebounded by Jovic. Heat trail by 4. Hero, the pass to Adebayo.
There's a guy who just stays active all the time. Bam Adebayo.
No good on the free throw. Kispert's checked in for Hield. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Kispert outside. Back to McCollum. Over Mitchell. McCollum's shot is off.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Hero outside. Here's Mitchell. Back to Hero. Three-pointer. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Kuminga. Some solid D from Jaquez. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Adebayo is doubled. Here's Jovic. The three from Mitchell to end the cold spell. And finished off by Adebayo.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
Now Kuminga, Kispert outside. Back to Kuminga. The three is up. Not gonna go that time. For Miami, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. To the paint. Hammering it home, Adebayo.
Well, in the pick and roll set, you expect Hero to take a shot. So when he hands it off, no one is ready.
Kuminga down low. Jaquez covers. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. That free throw good from Kuminga.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Daniels comes in for C.J. McCollum. Ware's checked in for Miami. Powell comes in for Tyler Hero.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Daniels. Atlanta again missing.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Where the screen. To the inside. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Ware's got 4 points in the quarter.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Left side, Risache. Here's Okongwu. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Adebayo with it. Pass to Ware. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
The versatility of Adebayo is so impressive. There aren't many bigs that can handle the ball and pass at the level he does.
Back to Daniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Johnson. And stolen by Adebayo. Outside, Jaquez. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 3. From deep. Johnson active on the glass there. Second chance points.
Always great to see a guy rise to a challenge. Johnson knew this was a must-get bucket.
Mitchell against Daniels. Now Adebayo. Yes! Using that window.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Mitchell. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Johnson, and he slams it down.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Where the screen. Tipped. Johnson outside. Now a Kongwu to take the lead. And that's how you get it to go inside.
Well, year after year, Johnson continues to tighten that handle. He's getting better.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Now Adebayo. Where the screen. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Outside Rizachet. 6 to shoot. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Adebayo, a screen on Daniels. Hero!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And they go to the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
Daniels, he's off from 3. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so Miami takes the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building